Arithmetic sequence lecture 2. Okay, previous lecture we studied sigma notation and answer term. Okay, we practice this one as a review. 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 13. If you look at over here, each time increase by 4, increase by 4, increase by 4. So you can get answer term using the formula first value plus n minus 1 times 4. You multiply out 1 by 1 and simplify, you get 3 times n minus 3 at the end. 4n minus 3 is the answer term. Okay? Once we have an answer term, you just use a sigma notation to get sum. Okay? Now, after you use a sigma notation, we multiply out using distribution property. So 4 times sigma k minus 3 times n, because you don't have any k here, you just multiply out. Okay? So it turns out 4 times n plus 1 divided by 2 minus 3n. Okay? This one is sum of n terms. Sum of n terms. If n equals 3 and n equals 5, what value we get? Okay, you just use list to get sum. 1, 5, 9 make 15, obvious. And then we use a formula. In formula, you replace the value n by 3. Then 4 times 3 times 3 plus 1 divided by 2 minus 3 times 3. And you simplify this one, you will get 15. They are equal. They are equal. Now you write down 5 terms, 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17. Make 45 obvious, right? 13 and 17 make 30. 1, 5, 9 make 15. Must be 45. Now, with the formula, you replace value of n by 5. 5 times 5 plus 1 divided by 2 times by 4 minus 3 times 5. If you calculate, it will come out 45. Obvious. So we verify with 2 examples. Now to get sum of 93 terms, you just replace the value n by 93. 4 times 93 times 93 plus 1 divided by 2. And then you take out 3 times 93. If you use a calculator, you will get 17,205. Okay, 25. Now we go to little more complicated cases. 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 17. Okay, here increase by 1, increase by 3, increase by 5. It means what? The difference itself make another sequence. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. So we can write this one as series format. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. This one is a subsequence, we call it subsequence. Okay? Once we have that, then we can handle and one. The primary sequence was the first one is 1. The second one is first value plus increment at the first step, which was 1 plus 1 is 2. And third one, we get 1 plus sum of 2 subsequence, make 5. And again, first value and the sum of subsequence 3 numbers and make 10. We have that 1, 2, 5, 10, and 17 like that, right? It's obvious. Okay, now, so third sequence was 2n minus 1, 2n minus 1, and nth term of a primary arithmetic sequence. We go back first value plus the sum of subsequence, but one less. Okay? One less. We already saw that. Why one less? So first value plus sum of subsequence with one less term. And then this part you use distribution property 2 times sigma k minus 1 times that, because you don't have any k. Okay? You can see that here. 1 plus 2 times sigma k, we replace formula directly, skipping one step. And then here, n minus 1, you multiply here, and you work out with that and simplify, you will get n squared minus 2n plus 2. This one is nth term of arithmetic sequence. Okay, we better verify. If n equals 3, 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 2, which is 5. Yeah, obviously, the third term was 5, right? We saw that. And n equals 5, then 5 squared minus 2 times 5 plus 2, which is 17. It means our fifth term is 17. Okay, we saw that. Okay? And again, I wrote here to compare. Yeah. Third one is 5. Fifth term is 17. We saw that. So we verified with 3 and 5 two case. So we can accept it, right? Now to get sum, you just use sigma rotation, and again multiply out using distribution property. Then this part you have sigma k squared and minus 2 times sigma k and 2 times n, because you don't have a k here. For this one, at this moment, I just give you formula, okay? N times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This one is a formula for sigma k squared, okay? And then this part, we already started in previous lecture. So n times n plus 1 divided by 2. And then we times by 2 means what? 2n denominator, we cancel out. And then 2 times n you have here. You multiply out and simplify using scratch paper, and you will get 1 over 6 times n times 2n squared minus 3n plus 7. Okay? Using formula, you can get that. Now again, we better verify, right? So if n equals 3, first 3 numbers you write down, 1, 2, 5, make 8. And in formula, you replace the value of n by 3. 3 times 4 times 7 divided by 6. 3 times 4 divided by 2, and then times by 2 means 2 and 2 cancel. And then 2 times 3, you add this value, and you will get 8. With the 5 again, you write down 5 numbers here. You add them, comes out 35. And then in formula, you replace value n by 5. 5 times 6 times 11 divided by 6. And the 5 times 6 divided by 2 and multiply by 5 again, which means you just cancel. Okay? And then you add 2 times 5. It will turn out 35. So with the 2 example, we verify. Okay, once we have that, we can handle sum of any terms. So for example, if they ask you what is the sum of 50 terms of the sequence, then you just replace n by 50. 50 times 51 times 101 divided by 6. 50 times 51 and 22 cancel out, and then you add 2 times 50. In this case, it will turn out 40,425. Okay? We practice. Now you memorize 3 formula. These are 2 we memorized last time, but you have 1 more. Okay, so actually not 3. Total you have 3. So these 2 already with it, but only this one. If you have a sigma k square, how do you get sum? N times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay? Don't forget. Now for practice, more practice, you go to my website www.A.durkkim.com, and then you choose on right side list practice test, and then algebra 2, and then you go down all the way bottom, and then you choose series.pdf, and then you have a bunch of problems. You can practice with them. Okay? And next time I will study how to derive formula sigma k square, and then sigma k cube, and sigma k to the 4th. Okay? But when we have one subsequence, we needed formula k square. If you have 2 more subsequence, then we need a formula k cube. And then if you have 1 more subsequence, then you need this formula. Okay? And again, as you practice in writing multiple equations each side, and then you simplify, then how can we handle more complicated? That's why I will show you how to derive a formula for sigma k square, sigma k cube, and sigma k to the 4th next time. Okay? If you are math oriented, you have to come back to my lecture. Okay? Okay, thank you for your watching my video. And then let's see you next time. Okay? Bye.